The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Houston Rockets 1115, Washington Wizards 717. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Chicago Bulls 1015, Indiana Pacers 1413. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Atlanta Hawks 1115, New York Knicks 1315. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Miami Heat 1115, Los Angeles Clippers 208.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
It's good.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Jazz have the ball. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Conley. Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads one. Runner here won't go down. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Conley. His first effort off the mark. To Simmons. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into a shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
He gets it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Conley. Probing the defense. Conley. Sixers with the rebound. In the front court comes Simmons. His team up by 1. And finishes strong.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Favors. Finish that. To Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. Harris's shot won't go. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 3. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Conley. Mitchell's shot comes up empty. Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Joe Ingles. Not today.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Conley into the front court. Down 5. Mike Conley. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Embiid cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Favors. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Rudy Gobert tips it. They've got it now. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
The drive, right to the basket. Rudy Gobert pins it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. 4-3. Oh, that's how it's done.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
To Clarkson. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Mitchell shot off the mark. To Embiid. And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Conley picked up by Seth Curry. Got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
It was right there. Down low to Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Conley into the front court. They're down 3. To Favors. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Seth Curry. Jumper's good.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Mitchell guarded by Howard. To Conley. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Joe Ingles. Free throws up and perfect. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Conley to Gobert. Gets it in the left corner. They get it down to Gobert. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Short jumper won't go down. The follow won't go either. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's Jazz ball. Conley to Allen. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Danny Green. That's no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Amir Johnson rejects it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Seth Curry has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 8. Fires the 3. Jordan Clarkson hounded. Shot off the mark. To Tobias Harris. Has a chance. A shot no good by Harris. The follow won't go either. Over and back. Clarkson. Crowder picked up by Seth Curry. A lot of contact, no whistle.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
It's good, and 1.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. You can count that one. 4-point play. Quinn Snyder signals for time. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Conley guarded by Seth Curry. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
From long range, Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Substitution being made in this one. Jay Crowder trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Seth Curry to Howard. Shot clock winding down. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His team down 9. Mike Conley, 4 out of 7.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Conley. Down low, Crowder. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And the basket good at the rim.
Hey, good shot.
The assist from number 31, Curry.
15-footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Seth Curry to Howard. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Driving right to the...
Oh! Out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Now ready to shoot at the line. Dwight Howard, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first.
Good shot, baby. Coming right back to you.
And he makes them both. Utah with the possession. Here comes the screen. Clarkson. Crowder guarded by Howard. To Allen. Trying to cash in. Howard with the rebound. And scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Clarkson with the basketball. They trail by 7. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
Grayson Allen. Short jumper off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Superman, Dwight Howard. 2 of 4 now.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Favors. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. For 3, textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Allen. Has a look. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good.
Entering the game,
2 for 2 on that trip. Utah's got it. To Favors. Joe Ingles. Sizing up the defense. Mitchell, well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Clarkson with the basketball. Trailing by 11. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Has a chance, and he knocks it down, Jay.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Five to shoot for Utah. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Whoa, what a finish. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Clarkson to Favors. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Clarkson with the basketball. Trailing by 14 to Joe Ingles. From the outside, no good. The follow won't go either. Can slam it down. Utah ball. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. A shot no good on the drive by Conley. Simmons with it. They lead it by 14. Has a look. Ingles with the rebound. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And look out.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jazz have the ball to Conley. Has a chance. Just off the mark. To Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. To Joe Ingles. To Clarkson. Favors shot, no good. To Tobias Harris. Oh, Ben Simmons. Now 3 for 9.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Doesn't get the bounce. Trying to cash in. Shot won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big. Conley. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Simmons. Shot from in close. No good. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Joe Ingles. Oh, he had him there for a second. Conley. And he adds the free throw. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Joe Ingles. And too much contact.
His timing was a tad bit off.
To Conley. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Conley.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Can't connect from inside. Fires the three. Working hard on the glass. Joel Embiid. That's 3 now on 4 shots. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Conley to Clarkson. Conley. Just not going down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
It's Jazz ball. Conley to Clarkson. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Has a look. And scores on the step back. They'll let one fly from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The 76ers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Jazz did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz,
Game drive. Bench points.
the Utah Jazz were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Simmons. And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was gold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Sixers control it. Takes stock of the floor. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
I get up right back to it.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Surveys the floor. Has a chance. Mitchell shot. No good. Rudy Gobert. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Count the basket inside.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Throws it down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
That's me. Stop, ball.
To Favors. Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen.
Right there.
To Favors. Tobias Harris with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. Missed a wide open look.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes the screen. A shot no good on a drive by Conley. Gets a look. Can't hit. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Layup goes down. Well done.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Conley. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Utah with the possession. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Conley to Joe Ingles. He was hacked. They let it go. To Simmons. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one goes down.
Like practice. Good shot, man.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Utah's got it. Conley.
Pick up. Match up.
Here comes the screen. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Time to shuffle things up.
Subbing in for Utah, number 8.
Ferocious slam inside. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Simmons. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Trying to cash in. Shot by Clarkson, off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Utah ball to Favors. Joe Ingles. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 6 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Mitchell with it up top. Down a bundle. To Joe Ingles. Oh, had him going there for a second. Joel Embiid. Huge block. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys down big. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. Favors can't get it to go. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Tobias Harris. Not that time. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Deep left corner. To Clarkson. Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. It's no good. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Favors. Joe Ingles. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Simmons into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Embiid to Simmons. No, he missed a short one there. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Down the lane to lay it in.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7. Jazz will take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Great look and vision. Dwight Howard with a piece. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jazz have the ball. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Clarkson. Fires the three. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 10, Danny Green. Subbing in for Utah, number 4.
Amir Johnson. Tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Amir Johnson. Clarkson. Mitchell. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Howard. And he finishes at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Jazz ball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch
Mitchell
this.
up against the 8-time All-Star. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Short jumper won't go down. To Clarkson. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Jordan Clarkson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. To Howard. Derek Favors pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Count the bucket for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Danny Green. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Nothing going here on that drive. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Utah with the possession. To Clarkson. Screen coming. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Jordan Clarkson has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Nice pass to set things up.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
19-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Dwight Howard sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Short jumper misses. To Seth Curry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Dwight Howard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. Conley with a shot. Comes up empty. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. From long range, Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Conley. Down low for Gobert. Oh, emphatic slam.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Conley picked up by Seth Curry. And it's Johnson there to grab the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Rudy Gobert. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Seth Curry to Howard. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Utah's got it. Conley. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Rudy Gobert rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for Philadelphia, number 3.
Conley. Down low, Crowder. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Short jumper stays out. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Utah ball. Conley to Allen. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Pulls up for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Tough make through traffic.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Conley to Allen. For 3. Not that time. He missed. Oh, and a putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
On the shot clock for Philadelphia. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Conley. Work it down to Favors. Got it.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
To Howard. Short jumper won't fall. Conley into the front court. His guys down big. Shot from in close, no good. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Dwight Howard sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He'll take that any day.
And that's really good recognition by the offensive player. When you're dribbling the ball up the court, if you see the defense take his eye off you for a second, if you're in range, you let that fly because it can also enhance your chances for an offensive rebound.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
New blood coming in for both sides. Favors. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Joe Ingles. Great feed. And count the basket inside.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Utah. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. Fires the 3. Buries the trifecta.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Tobias Harris snatching it out of the air. Time for some new personnel into the game. Joe Ingles. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And the 2. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Runner's good there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Jazz have the ball.
I got something for him.
To Conley. Probing the defense. Conley to Joe Ingles. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Conley. Now we get a call for reaching in. Intentional foul. That means free throws with under a minute to go in the game.
A simple touch foul.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Joel Embiid with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
It goes down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
It's Jazz ball to Conley. Danny Green. Donovan Mitchell.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Here comes the screen. Tobias Harris. Huge block. Rudy Gobert swats it. Incredible. 6 tonight. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers were solid in today's victory, and these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Jazz just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Simmons seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.